Hi, I'm Letitia. So this is my project right here. It's actually named as Gather, also known as Assemble, which is bringing everyone together and gather an area. So the concept of my project is actually union, organization is radial, and the design principle is hierarchy, balance, and axis. So the design objective for this project is actually designing a market expansion with an additional community space for the users. So for the first user is actually dry goods vendor, which they mainly work from the morning to the afternoon. And for the secondary user is housewife. So the main activity that she's doing it in the market is actually flower arrangement, which is helping one of the vendor in the market. And she's actually taking flower arrangement class as well outside, not in the market. But since it's a hobby, so I included in this project as well. So the issues they are facing is for dry goods vendor is actually insufficient storage, and there's no proper place to eat and proper sittings for outsiders like maybe parents and friends, which is optional. And for the housewife is actually there's no space for the class, and for the flower bouquet is actually limited as well for the display. And this is the side background. There's positive views right here, which is mainly to the spacious car park at the back of the market, and another one is facing the market, which is still a proper view as there's two negatives view right here. Is one is facing the poultry and another one is facing the disposal area. And this is another side background regarding the view from various side position. I would say that from point 4, you would say it would have the better view to view the back of the market, which is towards the spacious car park right here, and there's a school in the back there. This is my schedule of accommodation. I actually divided into categories, which for the services, vegetation, and circulation is half 30%, and for the dry goods vendor 35%, and the housewife 35%. And the total area is 400 square meter. This is my design development. Start from option 1, this is bubble diagram. This is option 2 bubble diagram, and this is the final bubble diagram, which I separated into public and private. This is another progress of my models. This model responding to Pareto's model, which is towards the view of the car park, which I open it up, and this is the entrance from the Oakland Road Market. And this is model responding to SO8. As you can see, there's two levels for this model, which means that I actually make it for the semi-private and the private one at the first floor. So this is a massing development model. As you can see, the shape is coming out, and the views, the opening, and so on is actually based on the previous models. This is the design strategies, and there's actually 4 entrances for my building. This is the vegetation. The ventilation is through under the roof, which actually the roof is risen up. And this is the openings. This is the zoning, which the gray one is private and the blue one is public. And this is vehicular circulation right here, these two, and pedestrian one, these 4, coming into the 4 entrances, which make it radial. And this is columns, which I'm using the hollow section steel columns. And this is a view as I mentioned previously. As for the form, you can see this hierarchy there's 3 different heights of the building. This is the key plan, which is located at Oakland Road, and this is the location plan. As you can see, this is Oakland Road Market, and this is the site. This is the site plan of the project. There's existing car park right here, and this is residential houses, and there's actually commercial buildings right here, and this is the Oakland Road Market. As you can see, this is the roof plan as well. This is the site section. This is the ground floor plan. I'll start off with the entrances. There's entrance 1, entrance 2, entrance 3, and entrance 4. So by entrance 1, it will be from the drop-off 1 or from the market. So once you step on into the entrance 1, you will see stalls of the dry goods vendor. And on the left is actually meditation area, and on the right is actually function hall and dining area, which the table is actually transformable. I'll show you after this. So for entrance 2 is from drop off 2. You come in, you'll see the back of the stairs and the stalls as well. For entrance 3 is from this area. So you'll go through one part of it is actually pebbles pavement, which you can actually step on it and walk on it if you want to. And you'll see a flower style which is transformable as well. And here comes to entrance 3, where you'll see the meditation area. So for entrance 4, you'll pass by a leisure area right here and go into the dining area, which is also a function hall at evening. It depends on whether there are elders or OKUs are attending the activities. So they are not be able to go up to the first floor, so they'll have the activity right here. So there's 2 plantations right here. So this is for floral and this is for dried goods. And you can see all this is actually benches, sittings for people to rest. This is my first floor plan. This is the function room, which will be having tea ceremony and flower arrangement class right here. And this is her studio. It's semi-private and there's plantation right here for her personal usage. And this is the registration to the class. And this is private area, which is the management office, which actually for floor staffs. And this is section AA. This is the function hall. This is studio, and this is store for dried goods. You can see these are the stalls, and this is the restroom, and this is the management office. So for section BB, you can see this is a corridor where you can come up to the first floor and you'll actually be on a corridor right here, and you'll choose to go to the left or to the right. To the left is actually the private area, which is mainly for staff only, and to the right is actually the function hall. So this is the stalls, and this is actually the water feature. I'll show you the detail after this. This is front elevation, rear elevation, right elevation, left elevation, and this is my isometric view, where this is the plantation area for floral, where they can plant right here, and it's also actually a leisure area. So for these stalls, it's actually a flower stall in the morning for the florists, for the housewives, but the panel is actually able to be descended down as a resting area or a table for kids to play around. This is the exploded isometric view. For this area, this is dining area and a function hall, and this is a meditation area, and this is a pebbles pavement for users to walk around for healthy purposes. And this is the management office for 4 staffs, and this is a function room for tea ceremony and flower arrangement. There's sittings inside. This is the water feature. It's located in the center of the building. And this is storage for 4 dried goods vendors. And this is actually the stalls for the dried goods. This is the exterior perspective, which is located at the entrance 4, where people will actually hang around here and sit on the benches. And this is a plantation area for floral, which is located near the entrance 3. This is the dining area. This is the table, which I mentioned just now. The panel is able to be expanded and be descended down, depending on the users, depending on the amount of users. This is the interior perspective for meditation area, as people can actually lay on it and rest and maybe hang around right here, and there's a green wall as partition right here. So this is a transformation for my tables. There's actually 3 types of it: table 1, table 2, and table 3. Table 1 is actually located indoor in the dining hall, where the panel of it is actually able to be descended down and expanded to large table depending on the user's purposes and amount of it. And for table 2 is actually the flower stall located outside, which the higher part is actually a shading device in the morning, and for in the evening is actually able to be descended down as well as a table. For table 3 is actually the indoor dry goods stall, which the table is actually movable, can be extended on both sides when it's open. And this is the water feature detail, where the water will flow on the roof and reach the gutter right here and flow down and as a water feature. And right here there's pipe which actually will lead the water to the drainage. It's actually located in the center of entire community center. So this is the detail section, mainly using concrete for the floor and the stairs and the roof as well. And for the columns and beam is actually hollow section. So this is my model. This is the rear view, right view, front view, left view, perspectives. and this material I use, mainly using concrete and steel. But for the furniture, I'll be using timber and partition as well. So for now, I'll show you the video for my model. Thank you.